Dun, dun, dun,
All
dun,
right, so
dun,
we're going to
dun, dun.
pretend that didn't happen. No, this is gaming with a side of salt.
Oh,
That didn't happen. We're just late and gay. That's
I
all.
oh, you
did
can
not
try. I
accidentally
am.
stream this on the wrong channel or anything like that. This is the meme of the day. The meme of the day for those who missed it, because I was streaming on the wrong channel. I mean, not streaming on the wrong channel. Jeez, get it right, Z. Of course,
Don't speak to me of the dark magic.
with me as always is D-Pad Chad and the Meg. Right
What's up,
there.
guys?
Who I'm sure are doing very fun, important things throughout the week, as always. So links for them are always down in the description down below. And we were doing something talking about news. I don't know, but we've got Xbox, we've got Nintendo, we've got Dragon Age shit, because why not? I can't let the horse die.
Hell, we
You
got,
should still
we
let that
got
horse
news
die.
about
That horse
Rumble
is
even,
so
really.
dead. I don't understand.
Boomer alert. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't put it in the salt mines, but honestly, it might be worth covering about Rumble's new change too. 'Cause
Oh, yeah,
That's-
sure. Bring it up real quick so I can go ahead and we can deal with that first. Rumble's new change.
well, I'll just say it verbally because honestly,
All right,
it's not
that's
a
fine.
huge thing. So Rumble's new change is starting next month. All the content creators in the creator program have to get 20 people to chat in their chat throughout the
unique
month.
people?
20 unique people. So
Chad.
yeah, so
You might want
basically,
to start dressing a little bit more skimpy.
Wait. Well, here's the thing. I'm a guy. I can't get away with that, but I got money. I can pay people. I can pay people, as in do giveaways that require you to say something in chat so that I can hit the 20.
Nice.
Now, the funny thing is, I was going to do monthly giveaways anyway. So long as I was in the program, it would pay for itself. And I just felt like, you know what? I don't really need the money they're giving me. So I'm just going to get every month. I'm going to get like $100 in Steam cards and give them away in the middle of the month. Ironically, I was going to do that behind premium to kind of add value to Rumble's premium. That was just something like, that might be a nice.
Great. People subscribe to the premium. You get more money. You then give more money away.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great plan until they're like, oh, by the way, Chad, you're no longer part of the program.
Well, see, that's the thing. So I was going to do that, but then Rumble had the big brain idea to require the 20 people to chat, and I was like, well, if I paywall that, I'm not going to get 20 people. I might get like 5. So the paywall aspect of that whole plan of mine, gone.
Yeah, because there are a lot of lurkers out there.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
And here's
We're
the
looking
thing.
at you, lurkers. We see you.
Yeah, we love
see
you.
lurkers.
We love the lurkers.
I actually have an emote that says lurking, and it's a lurker. The actual animation
It's the
is a
lurker,
lurker from StarCraft.
as it should be. I don't have emotes like that. In fact, I don't know
That I am damn proud of that emote. That emote took about 30 attempts and hours to make because the aspect ratio was always too high, or it was a nightmare.
I thought it just had to be a perfect square.
Well, no, it's a perfect square, but there's also a file size requirement.
Yeah, that's true.
The file size I could not get down without just
Oh.
denigrating the thing all the way. I managed to find a good medium ground. I'm so proud of that. It never gets used, but I don't care. That's for me.
I use it.
Yeah. But but yeah, so the whole 20 people is not bad.
No.
In the grand scheme of things, because it's not per stream, it's through the whole month. So if you stream at any regular intervals, you're probably going to hit it. The thing is, I think that there's a lot of people with their content like mine. A lot of people have been enough people have told me that they put my stuff on in the background. It's like ASMR to them.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm doing ASMR without realizing it.
That's how you always do it.
So
as long as you're not getting the nails out and you're on the mic.
So my viewers, they don't chat because they're kind of just chilling out. Maybe they're going to bed. Maybe they're doing cleaning in the kitchen, and I'm just in the background. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
You're what they
Rumble
listen
ain't.
to fall asleep.
Yeah, I know, but uh, but I'm cool with that. But Rumble ain't. So
Yeah.
now the thing is, I think they did need more of a. I think they should have had tiers so that you got tier one, so you're just starting out, basic bitch stuff, kind of like what we got now. You get like you cap out at a certain pay. You know what I'm saying? And then the next tier up is when you meet higher requirements, and then you make a bit more. That way, people got milestones to aim for. I do think they needed to have something like concurrent viewers, but I think this chat thing, I think that's something that's way beyond our control.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And
probably like that on purpose.
well, yeah, they it's untenable for them to pay everybody. Everybody got into that program, dude. Like rough nuts in that program. You know, yeah, it's untenable, and it was obvious it was untenable. So they had to do something to kind of thin the herd and give it more value to advertisers and stuff. I understand. I think it's a good move business wise. I just think that the nuances therein are not.
Yeah, it's always, no matter how it goes down, it's just going to hurt the little guy. So, but anyway, so let's get into the news, shall we? There's this new game on the block called Mind's Eye. Now, Chad sent it to me and said, "Zio, homework tonight. Figure this out," and I went and I did just that. So, what is Mind's Eye? Well, Mind's Eye is it's an indie game that is Cyberpunk meets GTA, open world multiplayer, and has an editor. So you can make missions and stuff for you peoples and your friends can go and do and things. Sounds amazing. If I gave you that, Chad, would you be interested in that?
Oh, dude, I would have so much fun. You guys would be running down so many hookers.
Now, if the game I shipped you, on the other hand, was without open world for the most part, didn't have its multiplayer, maybe next year, it's about as buggy as Cyberpunk 2077 was when it came out. Doesn't really feel like GTA at all. I mean, it's like, I guess, a weaker version of GTA. Would you still want it? And I don't tell you that it's a beta or early access build either.
Okay. I did not know like a lot of that.
So, I heard about Mind's Eye, and the first things I had heard about it way back when, because I had to think back for a second. It's like, I know that game. What is that? It is the GTA killer. Okay, this was one of those GTA killers from an indie studio with the guy who made GTA. Like, he's
Okay.
the head of this. He left Rockstar, made his own studio. They have over 400 developers working on this. And this is his baby now, right?
Magnum opus. Okay.
Yeah, his
400?
magnum opus. And it's supposed to be like a cross between Cyberpunk 2077, and they got the beginning bugs correct. They got that down. But like a cross between Cyberpunk 2077, GTA. They are going to have multiplayer at some point about a year or so in the future. There's an editor for you to make like things, and they want to give it longevity by trying to force user-driven content.
What does that mean?
That means we
Or
do
that
their
means
job for them.
Skyrim.
Mm.
The way they describe it, it sounds a lot like they're trying to describe the Roblox universe with a GTA skin on it.
Okay. I think
Which,
I got.
I mean, the thing is, if your whole big shebang thing is I want to Skyrim this. This is my thoughts here, real quick, but I want to Skyrim this and I want users to generate the content, but then you don't really give them a way to share it for a year after release. It's not a good thing. Secondly, games like Skyrim and stuff, they weren't released with the intent of it being user generated content.
It happened organically.
It happened organically. Just about any time that a game that is still viable today, that people still talk about, that people still go back and play, is generally a game that has user driven content like that. It was never its primary focus. It was one of those things, oh, hey, by the way, you can do this if you feel like it. And then it gave it a multi-decade long lifespan.
Yeah, I think I know my reaction. If you brought that to me, Zio, and those promises were made and obviously not kept.
What? What the fuck?
I'd be pissed.
But yeah, apparently they also padded the cutscenes according to this here to prevent refunds from happening in the first 2 hours.
That's good.
It really pissed me
nice.
off.
Oh, that right there.
Well, that would really piss me off to find out that I have a broken, buggy game that's not even finished. Because it's not finished either. Like, this is one of those things, just like you want to look at the guy and go, listen, dude, gamers are not your beta testers.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, that's getting real fucking old.
You've launched this either in a beta or early access state, which, could be synonymous with each other at this point, but you don't say that's what it is. Or at least I don't think it does. It might say it now. Let's see. What is
Honestly, the fact that so many developers, AAA, indie, doesn't matter, treat their gaming community as the testers. I am getting really tired of that. Hire somebody.
I mean, this thing does not have early access on it. It does not say it's beta. It is not a complete game.
That's going to come back to bite them.
It's going to be about a year before it's even a complete game. The multiplayer isn't there. The
Steam's gonna
the open world isn't really there. Of course, the reviews are mostly negative at the moment.
Steam's going to issue refunds on this because they're going to hit this developer with they're going to slap the hand of this developer for sure because they didn't label it correctly. This is there might be some legal issues.
Just the interaction between, because somebody did link, or somebody decided to do a comparison of like NPCs and stuff of GTA and this game.
I saw the way. That. Yeah.
And I think it was San Andreas or something. It's one of the older GTAs,
yeah, it was
right?
San Andreas.
So it doesn't look as good as it, but the NPCs actually feel like they're value their life a little bit more than the other guys. Well, they're just shooting this thing and then it finally catches fire and then blows up or whatnot. Meanwhile, in GTA, they start to shoot the thing and the guy behind the thing freaks out and it's like, oh shit, and then takes off and guns and crashes, and then another guy comes flying through and T-bones another guy trying to escape. And the thing's just not there, right? This is purely one of those, we're marketing this one thing and then we miss the mark so bad.
Yeah, you got to do something that's comparable to GTA 5 at least.
And if you're going to and if you're going to say like you're going to be the GTA killer, you better be on point with GTA at launch at that point, at least. And you're not. Now, there are people out there saying, well, we could see like a No Man's Sky scenario here. It's possible you could. But it took a very long time for No Man's Sky to come back. We're talking like 5-6 years for No Man's Sky to get to a point where people started doing, looking into it again. Hell, I wouldn't have even given it a chance if Chad hadn't come along. He's like, have you done No Man's Sky? I'm like, no, I saw how that released. What the fuck are you joking? Are you kidding? He's like, no, man, it's changed. And I gave it a try. I was like, oh, this isn't half bad now.
Yeah, after Zio tried it out, pretty much the angels came down and.
But yeah, the amount of games I can count on one hand that have had this redemption arc, and that's No Man's Sky, Final Fantasy 14, and
Cyberpunk, I think.
Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, it still has major issues. I'm not going to lie. I had to put it down one night because half the city refused to load.
And did you say it
But-
loaded when you came back? Like, did nothing different?
Yes. And I was like, come on, is this now not playable? And then like a day later, it had no problem. So
Well, maybe Cyberpunk, maybe 50-50.
So it's kind of 50-50, but it's actually a good game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fun game. I enjoyed the story to it, but it does have its issues still.
Nobody has made the
it's
game
not like
I
a
want.
full redemption arc or anything. So there's like at least two that I can think of off the top of my head that had that redemption arc, and one kind of 50-50 with that. But yeah, so that's what's going on with Mind's Eye. Oh, by the way, do you also know there are multiple games called Mind's Eye? Because I did a short. I did my short of it earlier too, and when I first went for the chart, I didn't realize this at first, but the one chart I was showing was for the wrong game.
Oh.
I found that out after I released it and looked at it and was like, oh shit, that's the wrong chart. Oh well, it's pretty close. So the original chart is 3,000 and some so far at max that they have had, with about 1,000 people playing. The chart I showed was around 1,200 or so, with about 700 or so playing, something like that. I don't quite remember, but I mean, it was close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it though? Was it?
Yeah, it was off by a few thousand. But yeah, so this is the chart. This is what we're looking at. We have peaked at 3,302. We've got about 602 playing right now.
Oh, that's
the
bad.
poor plebs who couldn't refund because cutscenes, lasted too long.
Yeah, that's gonna. Well, first of all, they're still gonna have to refund because they mislabeled the game. Steam's gonna go after them hard for that.
I hope so. So, but yeah, they just
all it's gonna take is
product.
All it's gonna take is people reporting it and going, "We demand a refund because we were misled," and Steam's gonna be like, "Okay, don't sue."
I mean, heck, even the Twitch stats aren't that great. So, I mean, it's got about 645 people watching it right now.
Damn, they'll watch anything.
Yeah. Let's see, Twitch. Apparently, I am not logged into my Twitch, and I forgot how to log into my Twitch again, because, of course, I did.
But you're streaming there.
Yeah, I know. So...
Hi, everybody over there. Come over here.
I can't get into Twitch without logging in, damn it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I've got to redo my credentials so it knows.
Dang, it's early on, and I'm like, man, I think I need a.
Don't worry, we got one coming up. Let's get through a few things.
Oh, by the way, sorry in advance, Theo.
Dun dun dun.
Are we going anywhere with that?
Well, it depends on if YouTube puts you in another class or not, but we'll see.
Oh no. My goodness. Damn it, Chad.
It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Okay, it will be. So yeah, that's what's happening with Mind's Eye right now. They over-delivered. They literally
over-promised, under-delivered.
Yeah, there we go. Over-delivered, under-promised. No, under... Damn it. You know what? You guys say it. I can't say
over-promised, under-delivered.
Yeah, and it reminds me of the guy from Mega Man when he did Mighty Number 9, because that's the first thing that came to mind. It's like some of these people who leave the company that they did really good at, maybe their products aren't going to be that great.
Yeah.
Whatever their vision was.
Well, the thing is, it's like maybe sometimes you wanna think they left because they're
being held back or something.
Yeah, But honestly, sometimes I'm like, you know what? I see why they were okay with you leaving. Because Mighty Number 9 was just absolute ass.
It's like Naughty Dog now that they're stuck with Neil Druckmann at the helm. They're like, shit, we fucked up. Oh, we fucked up. But anyway, so apparently it has happened. Ubisoft has bricked Assassin's Creed 2 on Steam. Why? Because of its fucking DRM that it refuses to get rid of. Listen,
What?
there is no greater advocate for piracy when it comes to video games than the video game companies themselves. I swear. You know, they can get mad at me for saying you should sell the high seas all you want, but when they do shit like this, how do you expect anybody to want to buy your fucking game? Oh, and
True.
it's still being sold.
I just went on to their it is still being sold, but now they have a notice.
Yeah, they got a notice now that it's having issues.
Notice multiplayer and online features are no longer available for this product.
Well, there's more than that too because it's got DRM. But yeah, so the servers have been shut down. Ubisoft has bricked all versions of Assassin's Creed Digital that required the DRM.
Yep.
Apparently, so that's lovely. Thanks, Ubi.
Because if it requires DRM and the servers are offline, the DRM is going to auto fail.
And from Reddit, if this is to be believed, somebody did reach out to Ubisoft saying, "Hey, what's the deal?" And they were told to go pound sand. So,
wait, what? We hope you will still be able to enjoy your time playing.
It's robot. It's a bot response,
but you can't play it anymore, right?
No, because the DRM
there's no campaign in here that you can play. Like the whole game, just like nothing, right?
There's no
I
way.
bet if you were to buy it through their new Animus launcher, it would work. Though, how much you want to make a bet? Because you remember that launcher for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it had the listing for all the Assassin's Creeds all the way back.
Yeah.
How much you want to make a bet? If you bought it through that launcher, it would play just fine. And then, months later after that, suddenly the version you bought through Steam doesn't work because DRM.
Yeah, it reminds me of what Sega did to the Sega Master Collection.
Yeah, seriously.
It was not as bad as what Ubisoft did here, because I own the Sega Master Collection.
The fact that they still pulled it pisses me off because I own that fucking thing and I wanted to buy other things eventually for it one day.
I bought all the things.
I don't play it.
Yeah, I bought all the things and then some. This is Road Rash didn't come with it, but I got it.
Well, there was a few things that didn't come with it, but you were able
to get
through the workshop. So,
Yep, General Chaos, such a good game. I got so many memories of playing that after school.
They should have just left it as is.
Yeah, they should have left it. No more updates.
It's not because see what they were pissed off because. Okay, so Meg, here's the lore. There's this thing called the Sega Master Collection on Steam. Okay. Mm-hmm. And what it was is it had a whole host of it's like an arcadey thing. It gives you like this little room, Sega Master System. You get the game out, you plug it in and stuff, and it's this whole song and dance. And
it was like a window into the 90s.
8-bit games, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For the Sega Master System. And you can play all these games, and then you can go buy these games because they were like $4.99 a pop, right? Mm-hmm. Through the DLC. Okay. And there was a ton of games there, and it sold. People bought it. But then they also gave it workshop support for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird. They did not.
It was weird because it's like if you give them the ability to mod into your emulator, people will mod other games into your emulator. And that's exactly what happened. So suddenly you got, say, Golden Axe or whatever, Altered Beast. Right? This really old game. And then you can go into the workshop and you'll find like the Ultra Beast and Golden Hammer or something, or Road Rash combo instead, right? So what it does is in the game, if you go ahead and you click on that, it's like I want to download that mod. You go into the game and then you go to your game list. You find Alter Beast / Road Rash. So then you can pick another game that technically isn't there, and then play it, but it's technically there now.
I see.
And they got really big butt hurt over that because it's not how it was supposed to be done. Dealt with them. It's like, what do you expect? I mean, people are still buying the product, and then they just wiped it out of existence. It's like, oh well, you can no longer use this anymore.
Shit, I still got it. They can kiss my
I mean, I
ass.
still got it, and I can emulate it the old-fashioned way. So either
And the
way,
funny thing is, they still host it. Like if I uninstall it, I can still download it because I still own it. So,
but it's just one of those things. It's like, why would you throw that, fit or whatever it is that you were throwing over it? Just let it exist.
know why.
People were still buying the stuff. It's not like it wasn't losing money or something. People are still buying it, even if they are modding half your games back into it that don't exist on your offering.
Yeah, we know why. We know why.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nintendo.
No, this is Sega.
No, dude, no, Nintendo. This the reason that happened was because of Nintendo.
Nintendo.
How so?
Yeah, I'm confused now.
Hang on.
Oh, that's right. The Switch has this. Forgot. Yeah, the second you picked up your Switch, it dawned on me. It has the Sega Genesis collection on there, which is not as robust, by the way.
Nowhere near, but it also doesn't have support for modding and shit either.
Yeah, that is true.
I still got this plugged in, and I'm never going to use it. Like, I have no plans to ever pick up.
I don't use it that often anymore.
But yeah, no, it has Sega Genesis, and
I forgot they did release that.
Yeah, and about 2 months after they released it, roughly, if my memory serves right, all of a sudden, the Steam version was getting taken down.
Lovely. So, what are we looking at here?
This
is mocap.
This is insane. Mocap. Turn audio on. You need audio for this.
Okay. Because it looks like they're using what VTubers use.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Their screen.
To an extreme degree.
Audio. All right.
Okay, we are recording. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really big. You can crawl if you want. Okay. You can use the magic mirror to get all your emotions. Find the rage.
You won't get away with it this time, whoever you are.
There we go.
This is so great. This is the chorus capture, huh?
Yeah, this is it.
I guess my arm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can do anything.
Do anything.
Yep, the future of mocap is good.
No, you are seeing just the surface level of this, my friend.
Yeah, this is it. They're going to need to bump it up, obviously, but yeah,
this is holodeck levels in the making.
Yeah,
I have to take that.
Okay, we got you, bro. We got you, boo. Go fight that boss. So yeah, no, with this, I saw this, and I was at work when I saw this, but my jaw dropped. I was like, what the fuck? Because at first I was thinking this is the future of VR, but I was like, no, because you yourself don't see it. But then I got thinking about
maybe, if they have like I mean, when they have dialogue trees or something like that, and it can flip, it because it shows your character, in like RPGs or something like that. So
Yeah.
you can show yourself reacting in real time. So that would be interesting. Um, but mostly this is for I think this is for more static entertainment,
Yeah.
cutscenes and things like that. So it's going to put a lot of animators out of a job. The tragic thing is that it's not there yet, and I don't know if they're going to get it to. You still kind of need an animator's eye
Yeah.
because human faces don't map onto animation like one to one. You kind of
Yeah.
need to over express things, and not in a way that humans typically do, because it doesn't translate correctly. um it's just not a one to one sort of thing, so you still kind of need someone to be over it, but this will put a lot of the grunts out of work. You're just going to have like one or two who are going to tweak things and make them better, rather than, like, I don't know, 200 people.
Yeah. That,
Um,
yeah.
I feel like 2D is going to die completely, which just makes me so sad because 2D is gorgeous. I love 2D.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think 2D still has a place. That's the thing. Like, I think a lot of the
Yeah, so do physical books, but
yeah. Well, the thing is, I look at like a lot of animation studios and stuff, and I'm like, you know why your guys' stuff is not selling? It's because you've done nonstop 3D. They would have made so much more money, like Disney, all of them.
Yeah.
Would have made so much more money if they came out with 2D movies alongside these 3D garbage.
I concur.
Because
I think you're
people
absolutely right.
wouldn't feel the burnout.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is that there is a magic in 2D that you can't get. They're like, "Oh, it looks more realistic." We don't want realistic. That's not.
We want realistic. We join the army, is what I always say.
Yeah, exactly.
Like people are like,
So
"Oh, Call of Duty, I love it because it's realistic." I'm like, I don't want to play a game for realism. I want to be the badass in the Spartan armor that's just mowing down aliens or
yeah,
zombies.
I like the ridiculous, over the top cutscenes and the Iron Man looking stuff. We like the fantastical, and there's something in the imperfections of 2D animation that we just lose. But the thing is that this is just coming from a perspective of someone who is an appreciator of that art as an art. And so I wonder if it's not going to be enough. Like, if I'm the niche in this story, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So there's so many people who are just like, oh, it's good enough for me, like the people who will just buy, no offense to anybody who did, but who will just buy Switch 2 in spite of all of the problems that Nintendo has. People who will just eat the Marvel slop. People
yeah.
who just, yeah, they just constantly just consume because it's something, and oh, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't, not everything has to be a culture war. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But the thing is that what you do with your time actually matters. It does. It totally matters. Even in what you're consuming as quote unquote fun, everything matters. So, but we don't like to think like that. We like to think, oh, it's my off time, and I don't need to think, and I don't need to be a responsible person.
I love
And
puzzle
take
games on my off
accountability.
time. I'm a sucker for a good puzzle game. There's a game I played called Oxygen Not Included. I
Mhm.
fucking hate and love that game so much. It's a game where you literally could probably become a rocket scientist off of that game. The game actually deals with like managing gas levels, liquid levels, all
Mhm.
this other stuff in this space colony. And it takes like one fuck up, and now your guys are out of oxygen.
I don't understand the fascination, but I'm happy for you.
Well, no, that's the thing. Is like the fascination is that I guess time sunk fallacy. It's like I've tried so hard to beat it. I beat it once. I beat the easiest level once.
So you're talking about his Cuphead playthrough?
No, actually, I destroyed Cuphead. Cuphead was easy.
Listen, he couldn't get through the tutorial for a hot minute. I'm just saying.
You know what's
Blasphemy is
funny?
happening, I think.
Funny you mentioned Cuphead. I was going to say, Meg, I got a game you should try.
Was Cuphead actually difficult?
Okay, do you like run and gun like Contra and stuff?
I'm okay with it.
It's basically that. Here's the thing. I know some people that found Cuphead to be fucking impossible.
Really?
It's
Like,
it's
I've
the
me,
played
fact
the
that
Mega
the
Man,
way
I've
the
played the
style is,
Contra.
sometimes you can't tell what is a deadly mechanic and what isn't until it happens. I guess is the best way to put it.
Hmm. See, the thing I don't like is I don't like punishingly hard games, you know? Like, I'm like, "Let's this is for funsies, guys. This is supposed to be fun. I'm not trying to be a better person."
see, the thing
I'm
is,
not
I didn't find it to be punishing, but I know a lot. Here's the thing. Guess I'm built different because I was like, this ain't bad at all. And then other people are like, I want to kick puppies now. So honestly, I would say if
Yeah, I
you
mean,
got a
he dies in the same spot on NES TMNT repeatedly, and it's just fine.
what?
Really? Was that one over you? Just
No,
Yeah.
it's not over me. I'm just like I haven't played that in years, and I don't think I did a stream of it or anything.
you didn't. I was making a joke. Now
Okay.
you're built differently. You
Oh,
can die in the
Yeah.
same spot.
hey,
One of my
fuck.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Hey,
Turtles for the NES
I don't blame
repeatedly and
anybody.
keep going.
I don't blame
my one of my
anybody.
best friends from, my one of
God,
my best friends, he's, like, one of those natural born gamers. My brother's like this too, where you just plug in a game, he's with it for, like, 5 minutes, you go and get, like, a cup of coffee or something like that, you come back, he's mastered it. He's just figured out the mechanics, and he's able to do it. And one of my best friends is like that too, and to this day, he still has, like, this PTSD from Ninja Turtles. From the NES Ninja Turtles. He's like, "The whole game, and then that last boss, and there's nothing you can do." I mean, he'll get this
Yeah,
faraway look in his
the
eye, and I'm just
last
like,
boss
"Ugh."
is insanely easy with
it's easy,
scrolls,
but
but getting to that last boss,
yeah, getting to the last boss. That oh my god,
that entire area is just spikes.
it's
Like
bullshit, is what it
there's
is.
no you're losing a turtle somehow, some way through there, no matter what you do.
No matter
And
what
then
you try, no matter what you do, a turtle will die.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then there's that fucking jump in the warehouse that has it has a gap. There's no way to jump. There's no way to jump it because you don't have to jump it. You literally just walk across. He starts to fall, then catches onto the ledge. But there's no need for that little thing except for to
yeah.
trick you into thinking you had to jump. It's
The
such
game
bullshit.
gets infinitely easier when you find out that anytime you go backwards, you automatically respawn everything. If
Yeah.
you never go backwards,
Never go
it
backwards.
gets easier.
Ever. I think the same
Ah,
with Ninja Gaiden too. What the hell?
listen. You want to cleanse?
Ugh,
We've got to cleanse.
I don't feel cleansed. I feel the opposite of cleansed.
Listen, you're gonna feel cleansed after this.
All
Let
right.
me tell you. We're gonna
We've
turn the
been
audio
promised, guys,
on.
but we reserve the right to tar and feathers you.
Hang on. I gotta play something for this on this image.
Brother, what's that?
The story is true, my friend.
What's that, brother?
Oh, it's so great.
We have disbanded. Here at Gen Z PD, we have disbanded the SWAT team. We don't support the patriarchy. That is why we have started the Tactical Women's Assault Team. The TWAT team consists only of the best Gen Z women the department has to offer. We have had 0 uses of force. However, our on-duty vehicle collisions have increased massively. Crime is through the roof. Our TWAT team consists of me, Officer Lizzie, the liability Carter, and Captain Becky Beefer. When cops need help, we are who they call. We are the best of the best. A lot of you were calling our police department a joke in my last video, so I have one question for you. Who's laughing now?
Wow.
You know what the problem is? Part of me is like, obviously that's a skit, but part of me is like, maybe.
It's possible.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Listen, I told you you'd like that. That was a palate cleanser I found on the TikToks
Yeah.
of all places. I thought I'd share.
You
So
were on
let's
the
move on.
TikToks?
I'm on the TikToks.
Yeah, he's on the TikToks. I'm on the
Yeah.
X.
I'm on the TikToks. I don't even have activity. See, look at this.
Paranormal activity. Oh. Hell yeah. Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop's good. See, this is what happens when you go on the TikToks. I mean,
Yeah,
you also get some of the other stuff.
Yeah, and the spyware.
And you get the
I'm just
Chinese
not a fan of like
spyware and
the
stuff.
shorts. It
Yeah,
messes
neither
with
am
my
I.
brain.
Shorts annoy me.
Like,
Well, unfortunately, I watch a lot of
Can we not
shorts.
doom scroll?
this feels like it feels terrible.
Feels terrible.
I'm getting anxiety. I don't know why. A bunch of short videos, just like things just flipping,
That's right. I
flipping.
forgot the olds are a bit too old to doom scroll properly.
I am too old for that, bro. I hit
It's
45 this
shit.
weekend,
It's shit.
so
It's not
yeah.
age. I'm not retarded.
Listen, there's some good stuff on the TikToks to laugh at, and then you get. Listen, I was sitting at work earlier, right? So
Okay.
let's get into our political side for a second.
Mhm.
And I'm scrolling through, and I noticed a correlation between my TikToks and my twats or Twitter X, whatever it's called, right? Because suddenly everybody is running around posting the whole did MAGA's telling us to go back to our home country, but they don't know Texas or California's part of Mexico.
For
And they
20
keep
years.
posting this map from like 1830 or whatnot, right?
Yeah. Didn't we purchase it too?
Yeah, we did, and we
Yeah,
fought a
so
war, and we
we didn't
kicked
even
their
conquer it.
ass.
We purchased it. They had it
Well,
for 20 years. They need to give it back to Spain if they want to talk about that.
But anyway, so I keep seeing these all over the place, and
Yeah.
it affected my
Sure.
TikTok too. And I'm like, guys, when did you all become pro Russia? Like, seriously. This is the argument for the pro Russia side. Ukraine used to be part of Russia. Ukraine needs to go back to Russia. Russia has all the right to go in there and take back Ukraine because it used to be part of them. And now they're over here going, but actually, it's like,
It's
guys, what
literally
the fuck?
just anti-America, honestly.
Yeah, by the
every
way-
break that's against America, they are for because they think that makes them cool and edgy.
No, it's okay because I responded to exactly what Zio said, and it was the perfect response.
Okay.
Not that he's bragging.
Oh no, it's not like I made this, but fuck, it fits so beautifully. I brought a tear to my eye.
Oh,
You gotta turn the. You gotta have sound, dude. Oh no, it's a GIF.
It's
a GIF.
fine.
Never
It's a
mind.
GIF. It doesn't have sound.
My reaction when some dumbass brings up conquered territory and whines about wanting it back.
Take it from me.
And if you scroll up, you'll see the map Zio's referring to.
Oh, that is the map. That's one of them right there. Mexico territory sieged by the U.S. Even if it was seized by the U.S., who fucking cares?
Yeah,
It's
guess
ours
what?
now.
Come and take it, bitches.
Yeah.
It's like,
So-
bro, they were there first. No, they fucking weren't.
I mean, what are the rules here where it comes to land? Like the first human foot that lands on it, that's the foot that gets to stay. You know,
No,
I don't know. It's gotta be.
The rule of land that they don't want it to be, but it is might makes right, and
I know.
bitches get stitches.
Yeah, exactly. It literally is that. I mean, we try to pretend like we're beyond all of that stuff, but in
No.
actuality, the only reason that there's any fairness is because someone with a giant stick, us, is going around going, "That's not fair. We're not going to allow that." Other
Listen.
than that, no. It's if you can take it, then you can keep it, and you can keep it, then it's yours. That's kind
All
of
I
how
gotta
it
say
works.
is, you and Thomas should leave California so we can give it back to Mexico.
Well,
Right?
you can give it back to Mexico now. I don't even care. I would have no hard feelings. I'd be like, man,
we'll
I'm
give
sorry,
it back
but I
to
understand.
Mexico, so
we
it can
wanna
be in
save you
control
and
by the
Thomas.
cartels.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see
mean,
how quickly they want to change their tune to come back to the U.S.
I mean, at this point, if God smites us like He did Sodom and Gomorrah, I'd be like, yeah, I understand, I get it. You know,
We deserve that.
I understand. I have no hard feelings whatsoever if something
Listen,
horrible
we
happens in
could still
California.
have that whole Mariana Trench fault, whatever it is, and it gets pushed out into the ocean. We can turn it into a penal colony. So
Australia, ho.
Just turn it into a prison. We'll send the worst of the
Oh, by
worst
the
over
way, I
there.
was watching. By the way, fun thing. I was watching a bearing video earlier, and apparently Australia's having trouble with illegal immigration as well from
Wait, are you talking about the Kiwi question?
from New Zealand. Yeah, I was laughing about that because I was like, wow.
It's like, listen, they have a big, beautiful wall, the ocean, and I
Oh,
love
you
that
saw
wall.
the video too. Okay.
And I was like, Baron, you're absolutely right, and I want your big, beautiful wall. I don't want Australia, but I want your big, beautiful wall.
We just start
Sounds like a
we're digging a
great
fucking moat between Mexico and Cali and Texas.
Listen, I think the waters we should fill them up with something that eats things, like alligators or something. But,
Landmines, that
apparently
eats things.
that's frowned upon.
Magnetic mines. There you go.
Make it some sort of endangered animal, so that way, the lefties will have like a really hard time trying to figure out like what side they're on. It's like,
No,
well,
they don't
they're
seem
in
to
this
have
area
a
now. Do you
problem
want to
with it.
wipe out this endangered animal?
It just
they're-
I mean, they
depends on the
ruined half
time
of
of day.
California over the Delta.
They're going
smog.
cross-eyed with the whole Mexican flag being waved when they're trying to.
Oh gosh, yeah, they were on Reddit saying, "Guys, we've got to stop waving Mexican flags. We need to wave American flags and let them know that we are Americans protesting." And they are so upset because they have finally, some of them have realized how bad it is.
Yeah, but these
When
are
you're
the people
flying
who aren't.
another country's thing,
Those
saying,
are the
"We
cynical
won't
people
go
who aren't
back, but my
actually
country's the best." And it's like,
ideological.
guys,
So the funny thing to me is, so I don't know if you guys saw Mayor Karen Bass, the genius,
Oh yeah.
and she had this basically like this team of retarded Avengers, basically, where she had like 40 different politicians from other cities in around LA, and most of them were Hispanic, and about a third of them gave their address both in English and then in Spanish. And I'm like, there is no way to better say we're Americans and belong in America than to give your address in a foreign language. I was just like, guys, also, you're mostly Hispanic. This is not doing what you think it's doing. This is just making people racist because it would make me racist.
Well,
I'd be like,
I
oh,
mean,
so you guys are the ones causing the problems and not wanting rule of law.
the left is bringing in like this whole new form of xenophobia at this point.
Yeah.
Because they refuse to delineate between illegal and legal immigration.
and
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
Everything's
legal
a
immigrants that
migrant.
are pissed.
People are going to eventually actually go on to the, okay, everybody, if you're not white and you're not black, get the fuck out of town.
Pretty
kind
much,
of
yeah.
thing. And it's like, guys, you are doing more damage when you won't do the thing and delineate between the two. Stop it.
Oh, dude, I've seen some Hispanic immigrants that, they're here legally and they're like just destroying these people on the street that are like advocating for illegal immigrants. And they're like, oh, so you're basically, and I remember the thing is like, oh, you know what? I think the best thing to do is to have, right after I said that, play the cleanser that I said to play. I specifically said play this.
Where is it?
Where all the other cleansers are. It's at the bottom. It's near the bottom. Because this fits what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, one thing people don't get is just
And
how
we'll need
big,
audio.
how big Cali is.
Yeah. I've seen a rash of these, by the way, because they have them in like stormtroopers. They've got
I got a stormtrooper
Sasquatch
near
and
there.
stuff.
This is the Sasquatch
And I
series.
found the program people are using to make it happen too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was an ad for it right after one of these. So let's go ahead and entire screen.
Sorry in advance, everybody.
I'm taking a class.
You say that like your EBT card don't got stars and stripes on it.
Everybody deserves free everything.
Bro, if wishing made it true, you'd have parents.
We're all dreamers.
Bro, you 36, sleep on an air mattress, and owe $800 in back child support.
We need to bring in millions more.
Cool. So when they take your job, you gonna protest that too?
Smash that like and share, or ICE go match your Tinder and take you out permanently.
Wow.
Well,
those are all over the TikToks right now.
Oh yeah, and they're all
Why
over
would
X too.
I don't understand why would someone need to take a class over that?
Because it's YouTube.
It's YouTube.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't need a reason. It's just YouTube.
What would the offense be? What would the implication be?
They would imply racism,
something like that. I'm sure.
Well, those voices.
The last time he talked about a protected group of or race, I don't know. Who were they again? Haitians? Shit.
Something like that.
Anyway,
yeah.
Because I talked ill, or because he's talked ill about them.
Only the ones in Ohio.
Eating the dogs and eating the cats?
Yeah, it was back then. Anyway, so let's go on with the news, people. Now that we're in the weeds, the voice actor for Princess Peach is done. I wonder why. Anyway, Samantha Kelly confirmed she's no longer voicing Princess Peach. Voiced the character for 18 years. Found out she'll be replaced after Mario Kart World's release.
I don't know why, honestly.
Probably has everything to do with the whole voice acting SAG-AFTRA thing coming to an end.
Oh.
SAG-AFTRA, their strike is now over, by the way. Yeah. Guess what? They didn't get what they wanted. Shocker. Some people, lots of people have also lost their jobs as a result. I don't know if this particular has anything to do with it, because I don't know Nintendo's relation to SAG-AFTRA and the union is.
I don't think they have one, to be honest.
And to be honest, I don't know who Samantha Kelly is. I don't even know if she might be Japanese or English. I don't know.
No, she's English. She's the English VA.
English VA? Yeah. English VAs have been hit the hardest. How's that?
There you go.
We'll go with that. The SAG-AFTRA thing is over, and then English VAs suffered the hardest as a result.
English VAs most affected.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of a self-inflicted wound at this point, though. Like, and I'm not even saying that she's part of the problem, but a lot of VAs have lost their goodwill because they've just acted up so terribly. And so now, even if you are one of the quote-unquote good ones who aren't in any trouble and do your work and love your job and love your characters and love the audience and all that jazz, it doesn't matter. You still get lumped in with all of these other people. So we just say, like, I mean, at this point, we three are kind of just like, yeah, bring on AI. And I hate AI, but I'm like, yeah, bring on AI, because these people are insufferable. And it's not all of them. It's
not, but they're giving
loud percentage.
The others a bad name as a result.
Yeah.
It's
but
like,
here's the thing. You could...
I mean, just looking at this here, it's like Samantha Kelly confirmed and I'm like, who the hell is that? And I had to go look her up and bring her on screen for a second, because I don't know who she is. Most voice actors I don't know. Most voice actors, most people don't know, unless it's somebody who's just really, really, really good, and it's like their name is synonymous with a particular thing.
Spike Spiegel. Whoever his voice was. I forgot who his voice actor was.
I couldn't tell you, but I did like it.
And that's the thing. Anyway. I don't want to know his voice. I don't want to know his name. I don't care.
His politics would probably make you hate him. So it's probably good we don't know who he is.
Exactly.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't care. I don't want to know you. I honestly don't. I don't want to be your friend. I want you to keep doing good work. I hope you live and be well. Put the fries in the freaking bag and shut up. Seriously.
Yeah, because
do the thing that you're being paid to do.
Genshin Impact SAG-AFTRA crap and stuff. Most people don't even... They have like zero care for these VAs, even the good ones. Like, she might have been one of the good ones who didn't have anything to say, who just, whatever and stuff, and is just doing her job, and I feel for her. But honestly, because you people let these others just run rampant and nobody ever holds them to account, and when they do, they hit you with false allegations or something,
Oh, Dick.
Yeah.
But
He's doing good these days, though. I've seen.
is he? I
That's
hope
good.
so.
I mean, he got FU money, so like he's basically training other people to be VAs, and he has his
Only
own
reason to hate
production.
Nintendo. Listen, I don't need a reason to hate Nintendo anymore. I've got too many reasons.
Honestly, with this, I think it might be just as simple as she might have aged out. You know what I'm saying?
That's possible.
Because I haven't heard anything negative about this VA.
Well, no, I mean, we had Mario's voice for 20 some years, didn't we?
Women's voices are not the same as men's
I was
voices.
about to say it's
Fair
different.
enough, fair enough.
And I haven't heard anything negative about this VA. Honestly, I think you are right. The SAG-AFTRA probably did have an effect, but I think it was more of a collateral damage scenario as opposed to karma.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the wall comes for us all, but it hits women way faster and way more brutally.
Yep.
Why am I looking at Power World again? Did we change into the monster? It's Power World, but you change into him now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just putting out Nintendo's next target.
Obviously. Do you see the Pokemon right there?
Yeah.
But, I mean, isn't that like...
They have Crab Pokemon, who's in the dirt, by the way, like a sand crabby pet.
Words. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that this looks like what is it? Pokemon should be, honestly. It should have gotten to
looks
this
like
state,
Mystery
and it just
Dungeon.
wasn't. Huh?
Oh yeah.
It looks like a 3D mystery dungeon, except for with a trainer.
Yeah.
Because, you've got the person who turns into the thingy or whatnot.
But yeah, no, I was like, oh, Nintendo's going to see. By the way, so a lawyer from Japan has came out and said Nintendo is not going to be able to succeed on this, just because of how vague it is. Their stuff's going to get overturned.
Oh, good.
So
I hope so, but that's the problem with law. It never goes the way you want it to sometimes.
Well, no, this is it's not a matter of law; it's a matter of money to enforce this. And even if Nintendo won, they would lose because it would be unenforceable, and it would literally just drain their money.
Well, this is a new game for them to try and enforce it with, so
yeah. And part of me feels like this was meant to just be a middle finger to.
Oh, I hope so.
Nintendo,
because this really gives me that Pokemon.
Scarlet or whatever
it was again. Mystery Dungeon vibe.
Oh yeah.
And I can't wait for Nintendo to just come out and it's like, oh, that's our thing.
But is it? Is it really though? Can you prove it?
It's like that one meme where the guy's like a captain. It's like, we are the Pokemon now.
And it literally is. They are the Pokemon now.
I know.
I mean, it does look fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks solid.
I don't care about this at all, and it still looks fun. It looks like energy. It looks interesting, and it looks like the next stage of what Pokemon should have been, instead of the exact same thing over and over and over again. So, I mean, it just looks like it's something creative in that same vein.
Well, it's gonna get more hilarious. Let me make sure I'm right on this before I say it, because I'm going to make myself look dumber make myself look like me actually. So okay. What's it gonna be on, guys? I think it might be on Nintendo, which makes it even more comical.
Oh, the system it's going to come out for on the Switch 2 or something?
I think.
Speaking of Switch 2, the battery life reportedly lasting under 2 hours with Mario Kart. How's yours holding up?
Well, mine doesn't exist, so pretty damn good. Okay, I can't find any. Oh, wait, here it is. Coming to. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Coming
Oh boy.
to. What is it?
Under
Tell
2
us.
hours with Mario Kart. So is this with like max brightness and using Wi-Fi and stuff? Like, why is it so short?
I don't know.
I mean,
thought it
how
was
long was
supposed to
it?
last close to 8 hours or something.
I thought that's what it was supposed
Yeah,
to
I
be as
thought so
well.
too. But yeah, no, a lot of the stuff on the Switch 2 is yeah, okay.
Overpromised,
So
under-delivered.
yeah, it sounds like there's a theme here. Sending this to you, Zio. This is that Pokemon Animo. Oh, Animo. Ah, that's a good play on words.
Stop. You violated the law.
Nintendo after seeing this.
So first glimpse. Let's see. Xbox.
It's coming out on PC and Xbox in 2026.
Totomo kawaii. That's very cute.
Oh no, they got sheep.
There's sheep. Wait, that one looks like Lapras. That looks like Lapras. Oh, somebody get Nintendo on the phone
with a hat.
Yes, Nessie with the hat.
I'm not a fan of the music at all.
It's like girl music.
Thank you.
Well, that explains it, doesn't it? Zia?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Look at that. They've got numbers.
Oh, numbering system.
They look like they've got evolutions. Oh, Pokemon. Nintendo's going to have a field day with this. Look at that. 38 and 39.
I hope they got a damn good team of lawyers. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I think Nintendo has an airtight case. It's animals that exist in a digital space.
It does.
Oh, fuck Nintendo. Fuck it with a dragon dildo.
Listen, that's fan art that somebody will do, I'm sure.
I'm sure it already exists.
Probably.
I don't think Nintendo's sexy enough for it. There's no Rule 32 for any characters out of what is it, Concord?
Thank God.
Yeah, so the battery life of the Switch 2 is not doing so well, apparently.
Imagine my shock. Okay, so how was the battery life on the Switch 1? Because I didn't.
Oh, it's good. It's like a good 8 hours, roughly.
All right. Like, I don't have any issues, and I've had mine for a long time, so.
Because I mean, I never really played it too much when it was just in the handheld state. So I'm wondering what the conditions are under which somebody's getting it under 2 hours, or if these are just salty people. Like, where is this poll from?
Well, this is from Nintendo Life, so... Oh, the poll, sorry.
Yeah, so, like, the thing is that when it comes to polls like this, you have to know what was the question that was asked, who was asked, how did you get your information, how did you get your data? So yeah. I'm interested in finding out if this is the case, and if that's the case, then what were the criterion? Were they running it in less than optimal situations, like they're running it when they're on the beach and it's super hot outside, which will kill your battery super fast, actually hot or cold.
Either extreme.
Yeah. If you have it with like the maximum brightness the entire time, you're using Wi-Fi the entire time, like all of these things will add up. So I'm wondering.
I wonder if the poll asked those questions. Yeah, you're right.
Because I mean, there's a lot of extra factors, but 2 hours does seem very paltry.
Well, it might. That kind of lines up with a leak that happened before it came out, where they were saying that corners were cut to fit.
Get it out on time.
Not just get it out on time, but to fit some of the expanded hardware.
Yeah, but that was BS because the Switch 1 had already come out with a better battery before that. So,
well,
maybe
maybe
the
it
Switch
has
1's first generation battery life
Mhm.
was about on par with what the Switch 2 was launching with. But the Switch 1 had upgraded that battery years ago.
But the thing is that I think that it's different because of the fact that this is a different game. Like this might be a much more taxing game. So if that's the case, like the games that were played on Switch 1, I guess
Well,
weren't
yeah,
as taxing.
this one, it's 24 people at once. So it's definitely more taxing on the system.
Yeah, so more processing power and all of that jazz. So
that's what I'm saying. The hardware is more advanced than the Switch 2.
Switch 1,
supposedly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, it might not have scaled properly to where like you can still play the games made for Switch 2 like you could play games made for Switch 1. The games made for Switch 1, apparently you could play them for extended periods of time, much longer than 2 hours, like anywhere between 6 and 8. But games made for Switch 2, you can play for like maybe 2 hours, and that sucks. That's not good. Which means that they didn't scale it, even if it is better, you know. So I do want to know what the conditions were under which this happened, or if this is just like bait. I don't know, because there's so much bait out there.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
I know I'm a master.
It looks
baiter.
like it could be
Womp womp.
2 hours, but they said they would do more, so I don't know. Yeah, that's what it is.
So, and I don't care to get it. So.
Nintendo is getting backlash for not telling the Princess Peach voice actor of 18 years that they are no longer working with her. Well, I mean, they did.
Well, I mean, she found out eventually, but like it's nicer to find out like sooner rather than like later. But I mean,
let's see. According to the thing here, let's see. We had an article somewhere.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, are you obligated to tell somebody if you know that you're not going to use them that this is their last project?
Depends on their contract.
But yeah, I mean, found out she'd be replaced after Mario Kart World release, which means she was told before Mario Kart World came out. But the news is now breaking after Mario Kart World released.
So
I'm assuming she had prior knowledge ahead of time and then was told not to talk about it until after the fact.
I mean, look,
people are upset going, you didn't give her enough time. And it's
people are upset because they want to be upset.
Yeah, I mean, that too. But that's the thing they'll say. It's like, but what's enough time? Is it 2 weeks?
I mean, to me,
3 months. We told her 7 months ago. Was that not good enough?
Yeah,
so,
but it's Nintendo, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, I know.
But
I feel like that's most people. Most people are like, yeah,
so I allow all the hate.
Yeah, but also I'll say this. To me, the story is more of just Nintendo is going separate ways from the voice actress. And I'm sure the next voice actress will do fine or not. I don't care.
Because it's named Windows.
Oh, good point. That's right. That's right. Nintendo was working on AI.
Japan's on the forefront of AI right now.
That's right. Yeah, you know what? Good job. Okay.
Who needs to pay a voice actress when you can get Windows to do it for you?
Hey Siri. I demand another thingy.
Demand another thingy.
Refresher or whatever.
Get your demands. We're watching Sega.
Okay,
Sega
this might be a cleanse in and of itself.
Do I still have sound on, or do I need to re-enable that? Well, we're doing it anyway.
Yeah, I'll say we're not. I haven't heard us echo at all, so
yeah, I can't remember if I refreshed it or not.
So let's see. No echo.
I need Mario Kart World when you have Sonic.
Right?
Oh yeah, Nintendo. Shouldn't you be suing Sega? I mean,
that's a good
but
point.
this is a blatant ripoff of Mario Kart.
Let's mix it up.
And the only reason you should buy this
Miku
game
or whatever her name is.
I don't care. I'm not a weeb.
But listen, me and Small, we want Miku. It's okay.
That's fine. You got your Miku.
Okay, these other characters are hilarious now.
Joe said she loved that car, but she has no idea who the hell Joker is.
Joker's from Persona 5.
I know.
Persona's a great game. You wouldn't like it, Chad.
I know. Trust me, I've seen it. I know.
That's pretty fun.
There's my character.
What?
We got Minecraft in there too.
They got a Creeper, Alex, Steve. I don't know who else they might have from it. Maybe Jack Black. Who knows?
Yeah.
Chicken Jockey.
Yeah. Chicken Jockey doesn't have a card. It's just the chicken.
But yeah, so
no, I'm excited for that. I think I already
Racing
bought it.
Across Worlds. However, does anybody want to guess the price point?
I think it's like $50.
No,
Or 70.
it is the standard video game price of $70. However, Nintendo did just raise everything to like fucking 80. But people are upset that it is a $70 AAA title.
I'm not happy about it, but if it sticks it to Nintendo, I'll pay the
I
extra
guess there's a
10. And I
video of
did.
somebody talking about it. But yeah, so it's going to be $70. It's got a digital deluxe edition that's 80. People, of course, are upset about the $70 price tag because the last Sonic game wasn't $70, and it's like, yeah, and the last Sonic game was in an era where like $50 was the max price back then, or 60. So, I mean, we've kind of done like 3 jumps in price now, guys. It's going to follow suit with everything
I hate
else.
to tell you all this, but inflation's a bitch. And as much as I rail against these price hikes because I don't believe it's related to inflation, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the last Sonic game was also the same price of whatever current AAA games were then anyway. So
Yeah, they're going to follow.
So, you know, it's not surprising that it's $70. But yeah, it's the Sonic version of Mario Kart.
Well, that's fine. If
That's
furries
something
have
to
money,
look
they'll
forward
pay it.
to. Absolutely.
I won't go into detail how I know how furries have money, but they do. They have
It's
fuck you
pretty
money,
obvious. Their suits cost like thousands of dollars.
right?
All right, so one more thing.
Bombs? Good hands.
What is this, silicone? Is he like messing with the girl's boob before they put it in? Oh, I know what this is.
Almost the Switch.
No, it's what Switch wishes it was.
That's what I mean. Like almost the Switch, but like
Better.
yeah, but betterer.
What's better?
Ooh, good song. I feel like I'm gonna buy that game. I'm gonna both love and hate it, just like I did Hollow Knight.
I love Hollow Knight.
See, I bought Hollow Knight not knowing what it was. It was on sale, and I was like, "Look, it's cute."
Does anybody else notice that when we talk, the audio goes down?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not saying anything.
Yeah, honestly, I think we can mute the audio.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's being said. But we've got
Now that
two
it's
different
over.
versions here.
But yeah, it I mean, the screen space is a little bit smaller. But
Maybe it's hard to tell.
well, for the amount of space that's being taken up, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
You've
it
got
looks
a
like
1
it
terabyte.
looks good, and because it's Xbox, I'm pretty sure that it'll be like leaps and bounds better than the Switch.
Actually, so I know a little bit about this handheld. It's
What do you
going to
know?
have Steam.
I haven't
Really?
heard that yet.
Many leaps and bounds better than the Switch.
Yeah. So what I heard was this can have Steam on it.
Nice.
See, I haven't heard that yet.
Oh fudge.
Now,
But
look,
okay, so this is going to be the ROG Ally, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a hybrid, essentially a PC and Xbox handheld. So it's going to give you functionality of a PC from Microsoft, while also seamlessly integrating into your Xbox to access your Xbox stuff digitally and things through it. So it has Discord integration, of course, and it has BattleNet because Microsoft owns BattleNet now. And then you've got the Xbox stuff. Let's see if I can get it to show real quick. But yeah, so you've got BattleNet. Now, what we do know is Valve and Xbox or Microsoft were getting to be really good friends recently. Now, I haven't heard anything about Steam integration into this.
I heard
if you've got it.
I'd
like to see it.
It was a while
but
ago.
That has just been my speculation at this point is Steam integration into it. And then it becomes a thing of, would you rather have the Steam deck or the Rogue Ally? And personally, I would prefer the Rogue Ally at that point. Or the ROG Ally, however it is.
Probably Longo. Rogue. Sounds better.
It does. I feel like an opportunity was missed.
I mean, it looks cool. I need to know more about it. How much is it? You know, what things can it run, etc.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
What?
Give me a second. I'll send the link to Zio and y'all because.
Well, he's disappeared.
Oh well. So I'll just read it. Game Informer. We played the ROG Xbox Ally X handheld. Redundancy was just redundant. And discovered you can launch Steam games directly from the Xbox game bar.
Nice.
So yes, it can launch Steam games apparently.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so it's Switch killer.
It gets worse. It gets worse for everybody.
For everybody?
Well, it gets worse for Sony and Nintendo because it can run Steam games. It can run PlayStation games that are on Steam.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be hilarious. Oh, you play Final Fantasy? Yeah, I play it on my Xbox.
I mean, that's a good way to try to bite into their pie, honestly.
The Sony ponies are going to actually, they already are having aneurysms. They're like, fake news. I'm like, dude, like 20 different fucking news outlets that are actually being, neutral on this are reporting it. I don't think it's fake. But man,
maybe for you, but it's not.
Yeah,
fake.
they are pissed.
I don't understand being so beholden to a console. Now,
I don't get it either.
I mean, you could.
I am.
My company puts out better games. Okay, cool. Like I'm like, I think Zelda is better than most of the games that come out on.
Listen, the console wars. You have to have been born into it, molded by it. Let me tell you. Now, the console wars. There's always one true better console, which is usually Microsoft. So because they have the better games, the better exclusives, and fuck The Last of Us, it sucked. Anyway, God of War
One or
2,
two or
that
both?
game was pretty crappy too. Uh, no, but seriously, that's what the console wars essentially have rolled down to. It's like which system has the better things, and they used to be so vastly different from one another. But as the age has gone through, or as time has gone by, things started multi-platforming. So it's been it really boils down to, for the most part, your exclusives, and Xbox has gotten less and less exclusives, while Sony's been holding on to their exclusives. However, Xbox has been expanding how they handle things with things like Game Pass and Microsoft, right? So when it comes to the Xbox, guess what I can do right here on my PC?
Look what I can do.
Access my library of video games from my console.
Yeah, well, guess
So,
what, Zio,
with
I
no
got something.
problem.
I got a surprise for you, my
Oh,
friend.
yeah. Did you find anything out about the Steam thing? 'Cause I
There's
haven't found it.
20 different articles, all saying
Are
the
there
same
really?
thing. So I got one of them. Feel free to
Where is
click on it. Discord, of
Where
course.
is it?
It's in the group
Okay.
chat.
Yes, because that I want.
Game Informer.
Oh, Game Informer. Oh, brother.
Yeah, I know, but
Can you launch Steam games from the Allies native dashboard? Microsoft bringing to the market handheld is waiting. Blah blah blah. Game library. Blah blah blah.
But my favorite discovery is that players can launch Steam games natively from the Xbox dashboard.
Where does it say that? Oh, you can also.
Weighty and ergonomically satisfying, but my favorite discovery is that it's at the top. It's the first paragraph.
All right, I got my new system. Anyway,
no, Zio, it gets better. Sony ponies are having aneurysms across decks because
I'm sure they are.
Because this nugget of knowledge allows Xbox users to play PlayStation games on their handheld.
Listen, PlayStation doesn't have anything like this anymore. Now, there has been talks of them reviving essentially their Vita project, right? And I think they're in the works of. They're actually supposed to be doing that. No, they've been working on it for a hot minute, right? Supposedly, but the only thing they've produced is that what is it? The PlayStation Portal, which is got to be the biggest waste of money I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. I'm sorry for any of you Sony ponies who bought that thinking that was great. I mean, I'm sure it's great if you live in an area where Wi-Fi is abundant and the connections are all perfect and everybody's got terabyte this, that, and the other. But for me, the PlayStation Portal would be a waste of fucking money.
Nick's like, hello.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot. We have good weather and we have a lot of people, which means we have a lot of bandwidth because there are so many people basically, sardined on top of each other. So we've got great connectivity.
Widely available internets or something, and like that's something that's more a thing in Japan where you can just step outside and you're connected to the connection of everything with stuff, which is why the PSP was and things were more successful in Japan than they were over here in America, because a lot of things like Monster Hunter and stuff kind of relied on that kind of connection to always be up and running. Yeah, that's maybe more of a city thing. I'm not in the city.
It's more of a city thing.
A little salty. But yeah, the Portal, all it can do was essentially like stream from your Xbox. So your Xbox had to be on and streams to it. Or I'm sorry, your Xbox, your PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it streams to the thing, and I'm like, yeah,
my husband uses that.
So, do what?
My husband uses that when he's
I'm sorry,
out and he wants to play. Well, no, when he's out and he wants to play Destiny, like the original Destiny, which you can only play on PlayStation because they never ported it over to Steam. Yeah, he's able to still play on through his computer through the Portal and stuff. So yeah, I mean, But yeah, you do need to have a very good connection, you know, otherwise you're screwed.
Yeah, and I know I can play my PlayStation on my PC through remote play,
Mhm.
but and I do have a PlayStation. For anybody who thinks I'm just hating on PlayStation, I actually do own a PS5, and I don't own an Xbox.
I don't have to either because the last
But if my choices right now is what PlayStation has for offer, the Xbox Rogue and the Switch 2, I think it's going to be the Rogue or the Steam Deck because I had been eyeballing the Steam Deck. But I think I'd rather have the what Xbox is cooking right now with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll see. I know this though; those Xbox, they going be like,
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
All right. So what am I looking at here?
it's funny.
Oh, okay. So is this a palate cleanser?
No, I think it was to go along with the Switch 2, and there's buyer's remorse going on right now.
Oh, I guess
What I
it
heard.
was.
It starts with one game. I don't know why. Starting to regret not buying PS5. Keep that in mind that I waited in line at Best Buy for 5 hours. All I know, OLED is a valuable thing. Watch the screen flicker on the LCD. Being in Wahoo to the end of the day with one game to play. It's so unreal. 85 Pro control, 585 for the whole bundle. Then another 10 for a tech demo, and I wasted it all just for Mario. Keep my Switch inside, and even though I try, it'll still fall apart. OLED before LCD will eventually be a memory of a time I shelled so hard for Mario Kart. In the end, it's my only game. Because Wahoo is nothing new. But in the end, it's still my only game.
Yeah, I thought that would be a good one for the whole Nintendo thing because holy moly, that somebody put.
Apparently, I've got to reload my thing and see what happens.
Yeah,
Oh.
you are frozen in time, sir.
No, that happened to me too. That happened to me on I think it was
never
Wednesday.
happens to me.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but like I started my Minecraft stream, and it just locked up for the first 10 minutes.
Hanto.
Okay, you're gonna have to fix your mic, my dude.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, there we go. You're good. You're good.
Did I get muted now?
No,
you're like,
I had a
Yeah, it
snarky
was-
comment, and you didn't even hear it.
yeah. But now
Anyway.
I want my refresher or whatever.
Well, let's see. Was not mentioning the new Mario Kart credits. Huh.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what the deal was with that.
All right, somebody's pinging the stuff. Oh,
it's not me.
Small is free this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I've been talking to him while doing this, so just
all right,
flip it to do not disturb, Boomer. That's what I do.
I am. I'm hitting the play this. Or did we watch that one already?
Yeah, we watched that.
We've already done that one. Let's find another one. Palette cleanser for Chad.
Extraction went great.
Okay.
The procedure went great. Extraction went great. You just cannot open your mouth or talk for the next hour. Maybe 2 hours. You can't talk or open your mouth for up to 5 hours. No talking. No, nothing open. For the next 24 hours, no talking. And you can never talk. No more talking. At all ever again. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The procedure went great. Extraction went great.
But yeah,
say these
that is
things,
a
but you
weird
don't mean
thing.
them. We are delightful.
Absolutely delightful. Yep. So, Relooted.
Yeah, because the
That
minute we
was a
stopped talking,
game.
you're like, "What's wrong?"
Oh, Reloaded. Oh yeah.
That's not even out yet, is it?
No, it's coming. It's going. No, it's just say it's going because it. Yeah, it's gonna bomb. It's gonna
Let's
bomb
see.
harder than the
When does it come
Taliban.
out? Let's see. The release date for Reloaded. Coming soon.
I love that there is something
That's
favorite inward.
That's helpful.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's coming soon. It's a game about black people stealing things for Africa. Yeah,
It's so stupid.
it's a futuristic Africa. So let's be as
Wakanda.
truthful, whatever it is, to the thing. Futuristic Africa. The white man has taken all these African relics and has now denied them from Africa, so they've been hiding them in private places, and now these people have to go and steal them and bring them back to Wakanda. Does that make sense? Sounds great. Sounds like something I want to play. Absolutely.
Hey Meg, I got a new recommendation.
By the way, in reality, since about 2 years ago, a bunch of these museums have actually been returning all these so-called artifacts and stuff, right? You know, the ones they're stealing in game to these African countries again.
In the Middle East.
There was one set where they were sent like around 1,000 or so different pieces, and then the rebels of that particular country sold those pieces for ammunition and supplies.
Yeah, sounds all right.
So, yeah, the reality is interesting when it comes to this, to the fictional world that they have built. But so that's what this game is about, and
the Steam
their
forum is
discussion boards are about what you expect, I guess, as a result.
What, gay and retarded?
Well, I don't know. That fourth one down
people's
made me
jobs are at stake here.
Oh no,
I
not
love
people's jobs.
it when people do that one. It's like that's my favorite discussion. Is don't you know the developers' jobs are at stake? We'll make a better game, guys. Don't put every single stereotype that you keep telling us we're not allowed to do into your fucking games. Like, how hard is this? You tell us stereotypes are bad, and then you make a game that is
difficulty
impossible. The game.
Hey, you know what? I got something to respond with that.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer.
Listen, I'm just saying, if you want to go play this game, you should honor the story of this game by selling the high seas to obtain it. Just honor it very well.
It's so stupid. It's stupid and it's tiresome.
DLC.
I can't get any more tired, guys. I really can't.
Oh,
I am weary and heavy laden.
Trying to counter every. Oh, really? Hey there. The developer team is up of mostly black Africans, and we're
so is this their version of I Have a Black Friend?
Yes.
Well, listen, it's a majority of the team, though.
The thing is that stereotypes exist for a reason, and the reason is usually that you've noticed a pattern among certain people who do certain things, and that's fine. That is absolutely okay. But the thing is that they're like, oh man, it's gone to stereotypes, but are they accurate? Because if they're accurate, then maybe you should shut up and stop trying to be offended on behalf of somebody else and try to virtue signal about how great you are because you don't do stereotypes. That just means that you don't have pattern recognition and you're going to die. So, this is just annoying. I mean, the thing is that, yeah, they're stereotypes. It's like, yeah, but that's how this culture actually is. So what? The problem is, who are you going to sell it to? What's the market for this?
The modern audience.
Yeah, but the modern audience isn't going to play that. They don't have any money.
They don't exist either. So
they're busy getting pelted with rubber bullets right now.
Oh man, there needs to be a montage of that.
But yeah, this is as bad as Black Girl Gamers. It's like we're there to prevent stereotypes, then writes every single stereotype into the fucking game. And it's like, guys, do
Right.
realize that when you sit there and you tell me you've done this thing to avoid stereotypes, yet your entire game is like stereotype the game. So there's a disconnect somewhere. I
Well, the
just don't
stereotype
quite
is
know
in
where it is.
acting offended that people are using stereotypes. Stereotype just means I've recognized a pattern. I mean, it really is. You know, I don't know what else to tell you. Like most black people like fried chicken. Okay, is that
Me
true?
too.
It's not offensive. Now you can say things that are offensive, but
Is he a
is
white
it true?
African?
Huh?
Is he a white African?
He might be like Talcum X. You know.
Yeah, that's like the guy over the studio, right? So
Yeah.
he's one of those white Africans that they hate so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
He's I mean, if anything, he'd be
Walmart
mixed.
DLC
I mean,
win.
the hair alone is a dead giveaway.
Ah.
Walmart DLC win.
Oh yeah, no, you know what? This is gold because of the Steam stuff, but yeah.
I mean, whatever. If you want to have this game, that's fine. I'm just saying, there's probably not a large
Don't get
market
mad
for
at
it.
us when it doesn't do well.
Yeah, I'm like,
I tell you guys what, instead of buying the game, you'll get more entertainment from the forums.
yeah.
Yeah, that is true. So Nvidia reaches a historic 92% GPU market share. Holy shit!
Right?
Nvidia owns the market.
That's not a good thing either.
No, it's not. But I wonder if it's just from crypto bros or not.
It could be. It could
Because
be.
there's
I
been
think it
large
is.
booms of GPU buyouts over Bitcoin and shit,
Yep.
and it's always the crypto people doing that, which then raises the price for the rest of us because we can't find one.
Yeah.
I wonder when all that dries up, it's gonna like suddenly, what's the word? Average out or something.
What about? It ain't gonna average. It's gonna drop like a fucking meteor.
But yeah, like every time Nvidia puts out something new, a new GPU, it's like they're always just sold out by those crypto bros constantly.
Yep.
For the longest time. But yeah, so
Yeah, no, that's why like when the new ones come out, I start looking about 2 generations back.
yeah, that's when I start looking to upgrade a few generations back. Or that's what we wound up doing with these. So,
like, I'm gonna build a new computer that has the 4000 series, and I'm gonna give Joe my old one.
hey, the 3000 works just fine. So
No, it works great for me. It's just she needs something that's a bit more. She's 2000.
But you also couldn't find a 4000 series for the longest time. So, but now that they've got that new series that came out, what was it? They've got the 5000s
590.
590s.
Yeah,
we can start
1590s.
finding us some 4000s, and we
That's
can use
what-
3000s to build into other computers with.
Exactly.
Okay, so this.
No.
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely,
I'm so
yes.
happy. I will go to the theater to see this.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lone Star's coming back.
Lone Star and Sun.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
So
No,
Spaceball.
we have not done a good comedy in our country in how many years now?
Listen.
No.
Does anybody know if Mel Brooks was ever bit by the woke mind virus? I don't
No,
think
he's been silent. He hasn't.
Has he been silent?
Yeah, he hasn't.
Okay,
he
so
hasn't
the question
participated.
is, was he bit?
I don't think
If he
so.
wasn't bit, and I don't think he was, because he's been kind of quiet over the past several umpteen years. We could find ourselves a really good comedy.
I'm excited.
coming our
I'm
way.
so excited. Rick
And
Moranis is coming back.
And this is like my all-time favorite, right? Of favorites. Movies. And I want Spaceballs the t-shirt. I'm sorry. I want it. I'm going to have it. I want Spaceballs, the coloring book. I want
Yeah.
all the things that come with this. Uh,
Spaceballs. They need to name it Spaceballs 2. The was it the Search for More Money? You know what I'm talking about?
uh, the
The
Schwartz Returns, I think, is what the tagline is going right now.
oh,
So.
missed opportunity.
But yeah, it should be like the Search for More Money or something.
Well, they should have played off the joke they did in the first one.
Yeah. I mean, they still have time, so. But yeah, so I'm kind of happy to see
I
this, but
am
also
ecstatic.
I'm like, as long as he wasn't bit by the woke mind virus, this is going to be great. But if he did, we're going to find a failure of a comedy right here.
I'm
And it's going to be that redheaded stepchild that you just pretend doesn't
never
exist.
Yeah. No, I'm ecstatic for this because you got Rick Moranis, who's been out of acting, so he didn't get infected. You got Mel Brooks, who honestly he's anti. That's right. He came out and said he hasn't done movies because
of that shit.
Yeah,
that's right.
So now now that the climate's changing, this could be a latchkey moment. This could open the door for so many more movies. Good
You
movies.
guys you're so hopeful.
Yes, we have hope. Let's hope
I
is
don't
all that carries
understand
us
why.
forward at this point.
Because literally all the actors that are tied to this haven't been infected.
They're the ones
The
who haven't done anything, and they didn't toe the line like the others did. So, which is hopeful.
Maybe.
It's hopeful.
I don't have your optimism. I've been burned too much. But
I'm not going to see it the day it comes out. If I see that, it's total dog shit, I'm like, maybe not then.
Yeah,
but
if it goes to theaters, I'll probably go see it myself.
I probably will too, but
But we got 10 minutes and a few more things to cover. So, GTA 6 leaker has claimed that the game's story is still not finished. Well, hell. Chapter 5 is in development. Okay.
In development, hell.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay, in development, hell.
Take it with a grain of salt. It's
the thing is, when it comes to GTA 6, this game could launch like Mind's Eye, and people will still eat it up because it's GTA 6. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
So,
Nintendo Switch 2 scenario.
It's one of those things. It's like people have been waiting for this game. It's like this and Elder Scrolls 6. Or one of those titles that the fan base will purchase this no matter what state it's in.
You know, Zio, something morbid just came to mind. There's a real chance we'll all be dead before 7 comes out.
Probably.
I'm so happy about that.
Well, I live in California, so I mean, I might die before 6 comes out.
Listen, my kid can get a Ouija board, summon me from the grave, and tell me all about 7. So he'll see it when he's 50. But yeah, so apparently that's a thing that's happening, and they did say that they pushed it back a year for polishing and stuff. GTA 5 Online did also launch some DLC, or is about to. This coming week, I think, on the 17th or something, is going to be launching some more DLC with their online game, which means they had already planned for this to be pushed back long before they mentioned it to anybody.
Yeah, I heard that
because they were still rolling out GTA 5 stuff.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard from a couple different places that it was being pulled back because of the change in climate with the DEI stuff. So they're rewriting a lot of what I'm guessing would be like DEI heavy garbage.
Well, apparently the team, from what I have heard, the teams are kind of disjointed, so they don't know what the other hand is doing at all. They're just told to do things, and then they do things, and then it comes together in the end. Which isn't the worst thing in the world to do, but if you're working on a large project and you don't want anybody to really know anything, that's kind of how it's done. Our government does that when it comes to like make or used to do that when it came to making certain weapons. So
Yeah.
you could like grab a guy and know how to make a nuclear bomb because all they did was make this one chip. You
Yeah.
know? And then that person that group made a chip, and then those groups made a housing, and that group made this, that, and the other. But then when it gets to the area, it's put together, and then it's suddenly a deadly thing, you know.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean that works if you want to keep secrets
Yeah.
and stuff, and as long as everybody is competent and on point, you'll have a good game on your hand. But yeah. So yeah, Dragon Age, the Velguard is still getting cope. 2 days ago, cope.
Let it go.
The Velguard's dialogue was reportedly rewritten to be more serious after BioWare worried it would face the same backlash as Forspoken for being too snarky.
Yeah, they
Speaking of
need
the
to rewrite
games
the
where
canon.
they're just a walking stereotype.
I mean, it was honestly just it was really quippy and lighthearted. It was the dialogue was not. It was immersion breaking constantly. Especially the Tosh character. I mean, she would say things like, "That's messed up." I'm like, "I'm sorry. You're in Dragon Age. You can't say that's messed up." Just no.
Well, that's why I like the voice acting in Final Fantasy Tactics remake because it's on point, it's on brand. From everything I've seen, they're not going. I don't know. I'm crashing out, Zidane.
Oh yeah, he's definitely
Crashing out.
crashing out over there. But yeah,
I don't
so
anticipate that with Tactics.
they're
Whereas
blaming
I can
it
believe it.
on last minute changes of dialogue now. But no, I'm sorry. The whole "I'm non-binary" thing was just the killer of the game. I'm sorry. The second that got out there, just there was nothing left of Dragon Age after
Yeah.
Well, that was an entire story arc. Like,
yeah, I know.
you cannot try to be like, "Oh no, that was just, that was just a little thing." No, dude. No.
No, that was an entire story arc that you were in for no matter what. So
I mean, that was that
it's like, who
character's
the
like
fuck starts a
entire personality.
conversation that way?
I mean, the game was literally just therapy, the game, and that was that character's problem with herself.
That's right. You've got to go pull a barv now, Chad.
Ugh. What are you doing? I'm pulling a barv. Ugh, it was so cringe. I hated that character's voice actor.
Yes, Maker's panties. I mean, they had it in their hand. It's like, what the fuck, really, guys?
Dude, wow.
The whole explanation behind it, it was, ugh. I'm just like, whoever wrote this is the most insufferable person I would ever meet. It's just, oh, and when they say sorry, they make it about them. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean it. What are you supposed to say if you didn't really mean something?
Well, you're supposed to sweat and pull a barv.
Yeah,
Don't you know?
you're
Go
supposed to
do
do some
10
sort of
push-ups because nothing says I'm sorry like doing 10 push-ups.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay,
for some reason.
because you don't want to be able to move past it. That's all this is. I don't want to move past things. I don't want to move on.
You've got to make a show of how sorry you are.
It's
That's
all
what it is.
performative. These are performative people. They're all theater kids.
They're the theater kids that nobody cared about.
They needed to be bullied
And I'm saying
way
this is
harder.
almost a professional ham.
Agree.
But
I'm saying they need to be bullied exceptionally harder than they were.
Yeah.
Clearly, society failed them. There's not enough locker space. But yeah, so they're still just 2 days ago this article was written, guys. 2 days ago. Still coping with the failure that is BioWare or that is
there
Dragon Age and still trying to claim that Assassin's Creed was a success when its numbers
Well,
were
compared to
like
Veilguard, it
no
was.
different.
Well, I mean, they're saying that it was rewritten because it was too snarky.
That
They
might have
failed.
helped it, to be totally honest.
It probably did because I'm like the parts that were actually decent were the parts with like what is his name, Solus, yeah, Solus, that were much
The main
darker.
antagonist of
Yes,
Dragon Age that they sidelined 30 minutes into the damn game for the
I know.
entirety of the game. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the best parts.
those were
And he
literally the
was
best parts.
barely there.
But these quippy, lighthearted, chirpy, uh, side characters were just they were insufferable. They honestly they're I don't know. Are they trying to say like this hurt the game somehow? Because I'm like, no, the characters were too quippy as it was. And I love quippy stuff. I am a quippy person. I am full of the quips, constant quips, nothing but quips and snark. But this is not the place for it in Dragon Age. It just which is why Dragon Age isn't my jam. But yeah, anyway.
Dragon Age of old was better. But anyway, Sony recommits to live service games, says Bungie's Marathon won't suffer the Concord fate.
I don't think that's up to you, Sony.
Um,
I mean,
I
maybe
think it
you
already
won't play it.
suffered the Concord fate. But I mean, it's been awfully quiet since the whole art scandal and taking their entire everything from this one artist. So yeah,
Well, and the thing is that the only reason that people were talking about it was because that was mildly interesting. They saw the game, they saw it drop, they went ew, and then people were moving on, and they were like, "Oh, Bungie stole art." Where everybody went, "What?" and then started talking about it for 5 more minutes. Nobody's talking about it because of the gameplay. Nobody's talking about it because they're interested in it. They're only talking about it because it was a scandal.
yeah,
Like
they went
nobody cares
quiet,
about this
and
game.
literally nobody has even thought about Marathon until this article.
Yeah,
And
they
it's
have to
like,
keep
I
reminding us that
forgot
it
that was
exists.
even a thing. It's going to be one of those things that they finally stealth drop on us, and and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, that finally came out." Well, shit.
Nobody cares about Marathon. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of thing.
But yeah, time will tell. Of course, we'll see how it goes.
I
I'm
mean,
really
okay,
hoping it fails.
so it might not suffer Concord's fate, but the way that and that could be in Sony's hands, but the way that it would be in Sony's hands would be that they just don't pull the game in a week.
Yeah.
But it still could have the same sort of low numbers and lackluster reception. Now, I think it
Closes
would
in a
probably have a
year.
better reception than Concord because it's Bungie and there still are
Well, I
Bungie
guess
boys
the
out
question
there.
is, can they pull their or Destiny people to it?
No.
I feel like that was the plan, was to try and abandon what was left of Destiny 2 to move them over to Marathon.
Absolutely. I don't
and
think
make
so.
that their main focus.
I don't see that happening. This game is too punishing in the like you make negative progress in some areas.
I mean,
It's just
it's a niche
market.
niche genre.
Yeah.
That not a lot of people like anyway. In the few games that do that genre, there's already a alpha whatever there, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know if they can really pull from that.
They've got
Really
nothing
do
that's
anything.
it's the same thing just with Bungie movement and ugly characters. So I don't see how this is going to do particularly well. The juice is not going to be worth the squeeze, I don't think, for this. For how much money they sunk into this game, no way it makes it back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
I haven't heard anybody really that's gelling with the whole nihilistic theme going on.
Well, I still think they were trying to push their Destiny people into it.
Destiny isn't nihilistic.
No, I'm not talking about Destiny.
The thing is, the game is just a completely different thing from Destiny.
Yeah.
And it's not going to work the way they want it to.
Yeah, well, the mechanic is different, the objectives are different, and the story is different. So it's like, and I mean different, not in like it's a different thing. It's a completely different genre feel make. Like
Style.
the only thing that would pull a Bungie person over would be like um you're there for the mechanics, which would be like gunplay and the movement, because the movement in Bungie, they just do a very good job with that. And their gun mechanics and their tweaking is pretty
They
cool.
used to.
Well, that's true. After what is it? Oh, gosh, the season of Plunder. We both my husband and I stopped playing Destiny, so we don't know. But a lot of people have fallen. A lot of Destiny people have fallen off of Destiny because they don't like their own player base. So I don't know how they're going to try to pull other people in when they still don't like their player base, and it's apparent in this new design that they don't like their player base. Like I, I play Destiny. I don't want to play this game ever. My husband plays Destiny still to this day, all the time, even though he's pissed off at Bungie. And he was looking at this like, what the heck is this nonsense? And why is this nonsense?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Destiny has got that like first person shooter Halo
Mm-hmm.
MMO style of dedicated fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the older versions of that, which are
Mm-hmm.
not the people they want to cater to, which is why
Yep.
they hate them so much.
Yeah.
And, Marathon's their clean slate, I guess, but I don't think it's going to do what they want it to do because that pie is really small.
It's a very
And
small pie,
people
and
are
it's not
happy with the
appealing
one
enough.
that they've got right now.
Yeah, the thing that Bungie has going for it is its mechanics. People who care about mechanics um tend to be the older crowd. We just tend to be the old farts. Hello. Um, we're like, man, this moves so well. You know why? I know because my hip doesn't work like it did yesterday. So, I mean, we care about that thing. The kiddos, they care about the bright, flashy stuff and all of that nonsense, loudness.
Yeah.
Um, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I was there. I was a young once. I've been told, and I liked bright, flashy things at that time. Not so much anymore. Now I'm more about the mechanics and the intricacies of stuff. Um, Trying to pull somebody over into Marathon from Destiny is just no. It's trying to get that whole loud, vibrant mechanic, and it's just off-putting. And then on top of that, you've got the what is it? The looter shooter sort of thing where you can basically ruin somebody's entire game by just being a dwarf nugget and spawn camping them or something and doing it repeatedly just to be a jerk. So like
Yeah.
that's just I can't imagine that being something that appeals to the masses. It's just not especially not if the people that you're trying to pull, the Bungie faithful, are the Bungie boys are going to be are the same people that play Destiny, which tend to be older, and ain't nobody got time for all this stuff, Like I'm in here to grind, get the thing that I want, and then get on with it. I'm not here to grind, lose it. Okay, we'll try again. Okay, we'll try again. We don't have summer vacation. We have jobs, so we don't, we don't have
Yeah.
time for this. Like I spent 7 hours in this, and I got like one loot box. No, I don't have time for that. That's absurd. If I had 7 hours, I really want to be able to show for it. And I think that most older players are more like that than the younger players who are just like, I've got all the time in the world. Life time gets more precious the older that you get, and you don't want to play a game that feels like you're wasting your time.
Pretty much. I 100% agree with that.
As you
Yeah.
should, because I'm right.
Yeah.
And I'm humble. I'm like the humblest person you've ever met.
So let's wrap it up real quick with Kamala's
No.
possible
What?
pick for new.
Why are they all polishing knobs? Why?
So apparently somebody hacked a campaign or something like that and leaked some shit from because apparently Kamala Harris is looking to make a bid for 2028. And this is one of the
At least she's on brand.
this is one of the art that they're soliciting, and I want it to happen so bad.
Me too. Me too.
Remember,
They don't see
jerk
how
off
this
for
works.
Harris in 2028 because it is the right thing to do, guys. Oh, this is just...
Everybody reach over to your nearest. Oh gosh.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Yeah, I saw this making the rounds. It was like, please make that happen. Like, I would believe the simulation theory 100% if that was it. I'd be like, yep, 100% simulation. Somebody's having fun with this at this point.
Well, in this circle, everybody's having fun. This is literally a circle jerk. I mean, my gosh. What? What?
This is our palate cleanser, Chad.
It's a bunch of buff dudes of unattractive colors. Seriously, just knobbing each other. My gosh, there's no other way to see this. They're not even holding hands. Like, you can't even say, "Oh no, that could actually be hands." There's pegs there. I mean, that's
there's
just
no
a
way
knob.
that this was designed like that, because look, you've got the yellow guy right here. That is yellow that blue and green are holding on to. It's like there's no other way
Exactly.
to
It's
know
supposed to
this.
be blue in the first one in the center, right? That should be
Yeah.
blue, and it should be shaped more like a hand, not a circle. With the circle, come on, guys.
Somebody was very proud of themselves when they came up with this, because it promotes unity, working together. Oh, but I had to share it, so now that I've seen it, everybody can see it.
And what are these colors? These are ugly colors. Around the edges, these very cheerful cooperating guys, they're in really ugly colors.
I'll be honest. The moment you popped that up, I got a audio cue of Meg's brain.
Yeah, just
Meg.exe has stopped working.
But yeah, so politics aside, that has been it, guys. It's past my bedtime. What is everybody doing?
I am still playing Kina. It's becoming more Souls-like, which is great. Uh, I'm like this close, y'all, to dropping that difficulty down. I'm just not doing it out of spite. Like, if I was just playing it by myself, yeah, leave it on normal. But I'm playing it on stream, and I only got like 2 hours. Like, this last one, I spent almost the entire time fighting a single freaking boss. And it was so real, man. It was so
You were
real.
stuck on that one yesterday the entire time?
Most of it, yeah. I did eventually get it, and I didn't even think I was going to.
So,
because I popped in and lurked for a second, and was lurking on Chad too.
So, Kino or Okami?
Oh, Okami.
Okami's worse.
Okami's more enjoyable. Like, Kina's just kind of like.
Wow.
No, the problem with Okami. So my problem with Okami is that it just didn't end. My problem with Okami was like it felt like you were enduring something after a certain point. I'm like, God, can we just let it be over now? Like, it should have been like. That should have been like 2 games, you know, or like 2.5 games even. It was just too long.
Okami.
Once I beat Orochi the first time, that should have been Okami 1, and then it should have been like, okay, now we're gonna play Okami 2. I needed a break, dang it! Like, I needed this to stop happening.
Meg saying that made my brain go.
No, that's the thing. It just felt like the game could have ended. But yeah, I don't like. With Kina, there are mechanical problems with it. The camera is actually your enemy. It literally sometimes just moves on its own. And I'm like, no, we don't have time for this. There's somebody off camera, and if I get hit twice, I'm gonna die. So
yeah, that's why I didn't like the Souls games. I played Dark Soul. I tried to get into it. Played Bloodborne.
He's just not good at it. There's nothing wrong with the camera.
It wasn't even that. It's just like the stiffness of the movement was not fun.
Chad wants to swing. He doesn't know what block or parry or dodge is.
Bullshit. I do
That's
that.
the problem with him in Souls games.
So
he can't do the defensive stuff to survive.
So the thing is, I'm a stick and move kind of player, and that's so this kind of thing is actually not bad for me. The thing is that it feels a little sticky. It feels a little gummy. So at least with this game, I don't know if all Souls games are like this, but this game feels a little gummy. So I don't like that it's not snappy.
That's what it felt like to me with Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
and the thing is, if you look up Kena, Bridge of Spirits, it's got mixed reviews, and the people who will complain the loudest will be like, the camera is complete garbage. Somebody should be hanged by their pinkies over this. It's just terrible. So it's got a bad camera, but the aesthetics are very cute. And the thing is that for a game that's so cute, and then it's got like these minor things that are happening, and then you suddenly get like these really big, ridiculous enemies. I mean, anywhere you type in, like if you read reviews on it, people are like, yeah, these enemies are crazy. So anyway, yeah, come watch me fail miserably and get yelled at by chat on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time for all of you other lovely time zones. I believe in you and your math skills. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Chad, what you going?
tomorrow, me, Zio, Small, and Joe are going to be playing Grand Theft Auto Online, and we're going to be doing heist, but more to what people are really wanting to hear about. And I know you all are, you greedy bastards, and I love you for it. We're going to be doing $100 of Steam gift cards giveaways in $20 intervals. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5.
So you're going to make us put heist on hold for your giveaways?
No, you can go ahead and do it. I'm just going to sit there and just collect the money while you guys do all the work.
Yeah, that
He's
sounds
the boss.
about
He's
right.
management. That's what it is.
Exactly. I'm upper
Playing
management.
the management role.
So that's what's on the docket for tomorrow. Tonight is probably going to be me playing Minecraft, not streaming it because I'm going to be either naked or half naked, and nobody wants to see that.
Well, if you go and join that one site,
well,
I don't know, man. You can get a lot of chats that way.
You could possibly make yourself some money that way.
No. But no, I'm going to play Minecraft.
There is an audience. There's an audience for everything.
Tell me about it.
There is somebody out there.
Well,
generates.
So I'm going to be playing Minecraft tonight, mainly just, and the reason I'm not streaming it, the real reason I'm not streaming it is because I'm literally just going to be sitting there whacking snow with a shovel to level up excavation. Not exactly the most enthralling.
Why are you whacking snow?
Because it's the fastest way to up excavation.
Oh, okay.
But I got something that came in the mail today.
Did not work?
Oh wow, he's got his own merch, people. What does that say?
Yeah,
mine's better.
The logo.
Hey, dude, can you put the camera? Put the screen on like just the three of us, of the sharing, so I can see his. I am an old. I can't see.
So.
Oh, look at that! It's got the hologram going on.
No, that's my green screen.
That's his
green screen. Never mind.
It's long. It's
listen. I just know mine is better because on the edge there it has the broken console thing.
Oh yeah, you did put that up. You did put a third.
I did the
What's the back of your show with the hearts? Coffee is my healing item. Yes, this is true. Okay.
And actually, the funny thing is, I'm going to be making coffee once we end this.
Coffee's bad for you at night, Chad.
I'm not going to sleep.
Coffee's bad for you at night, Chad.
I thought coffee was good for you in small doses.
I don't know. I live on the stuff, so I'm just.
I'm about to say small doses. What?
If I could have the IV, I'd have an IV going into my arm 24/7 of coffee.
Okay, so that just happened.
We lost Meg.
We're back.
Yeah, it's that time. Everybody starts dropping out
it's
again.
pumpkin time, folks. It's pumpkin time.
All right, but yeah,
of course, this is every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can come join us as we look at whatever the current week's news for gaming is and laugh at, Dragon Age once again continuing to cope with their failure, which is starting to become a weekly thing, I think, at this point.
It's like they're failing over and over again.
They just keep spelling for some reason.
Perpetual fail
Failception.
machine.
Of course, for links for everybody is in the description down below. If you want to go and check them out, I urge you to go do that. Chad's doing his giveaway tomorrow, which I will have to be, present partly for, of course, by about sometime after 7 when I get off. So when you start doing this shit 5 hours before I show up, I don't get off till 7, Chad.
That's a you problem.
That is. But anyway, I think that's all we got. Follow us. See you next time.
Bye.